All right, everyone, welcome back to another Not 72 Questions with Not Vogue. Today we have the incomparable Haley Malloy from the agency side of things. Haley, what is your title and who do you work most closely with on a day-to-day basis?
I am an account executive and I work most closely with my program coordinator, Devin Call, and Mandy, my manager.
Love Mandy.
She's awesome. Yeah.
What clothing item would make you walk out on a date if someone wore it?
A wife beater. I thought about this for a while and I just can't do that.
I can actually visualize you walking out on a date with somebody in a wife beater.
I would, yeah.
It's a solid answer. If you could meet any living person for dinner, who would you pick and why?
So not a lot of people might know who this is, but I said Lauren Bostic from The Skinny Confidential. And The Skinny Confidential is just a podcast and they're kind of a whole brand. She's a blog, stuff like that. But I think she's really interesting. She has a lot of really influential guests on, and I think she'd be someone cool to just kind of like pick her brain on different things. So
I love that you picked a podcaster because I am obsessed with podcasts. That makes
it's all I listen to. Yeah.
It's great. If you could bring back any fashion trend, what would it be? And this, I think, is interesting.
Yeah, so I can't really think of any trends I would bring back, but I have one that's coming back that I would like to X out. I hate that low-rise jeans are coming back. I think
what is that?
Yeah.
What is that?
I don't know. Everyone needs to stop it right now, though. It's really making me mad, and I will not wear low-rise jeans.
If you ask anyone who lived through that, it was a nightmare for everyone.
No, it's not okay. And it's all these tiny little people that are bringing them back. And I'm like, you're not allowed to do that.
It doesn't even look like an actual body. It shrinks your body. It's weird. Anyway.
No, so I'm anti low-rise jeans. Just that's my stance.
I like that you took this question negatively. It makes me happy.
You're welcome.
If you could commit any crime and get away with it, what would you choose and why?
So this one was hard. I don't really know. I think maybe just rob a bank, because I think it would be nice to not have to worry about money and not have a financial burden ever. And yeah, I think I'd rob a bank.
100%.
Yeah.
If you had to eat one meal every day for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Pasta. I was thinking maybe chicken carbonara, but I like so many different types of pasta. So if I had to be specific, chicken carbonara. If I can do general, just any type of pasta.
Yeah, great. What's the weirdest food that you've ever eaten?
Okay, I don't think I've ever really eaten a weird food.
I'm not surprised by this. You're like a cosmopolitan gal. You've never eaten weird food?
I don't know. I might have, but I really was sitting there trying to think. I think I may have had frog leg at one point.
Frog leg is pretty
good. A little nibble, but I think that's probably it. I get weirded out with food, so I don't know if I've ever gone too far out there with it.
Interesting. I was totally off base on what I thought your answer would be here. So
really,
it's getting to know you. I like it.
I know. I'm trying to there may have been a time where I ate something interesting, but I was I can't think of anything right now. So.
Oh, okay. The more you know.
Yeah.
What are your 3 favorite drinks?
Okay, so I have 4 technically. I did 2 non-alcoholic and 2 alcoholic, but coffee and Arnold Palmer are my 2 favorites. I'm drinking my coffee right now. I'm addicted to caffeine. And then for alcohol, it's tied between an Aperol Spritz and espresso martini. A classic.
Oh, the booze. I love a good Aperol Spritz.
So good. It made a comeback for me in the past few months. I kind of forgot it existed, and then recently it's all I've been drinking. So.
Well, it also is a stomach settle. It's a digestif.
Yeah, it's nice with dinner. That's what I've been getting with my dinners and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. If you could be in any movie, what would it be, and what character would you play?
Okay, this was another hard one because I swear whenever anyone asks me what my favorite movie is, my mind goes blank and it's as if I've never seen a movie ever in my entire life. But the best I could think of is the movie How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, and to be Andy Anderson, Kate Hudson, because I love Kate Hudson in real life and I think the character she plays is cute and funny, and it's a good movie. So
it's solid. If anybody asks you that, just say How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. It's easy.
Perfect. Yeah.
What movie have you seen recently that you would recommend and why?
I saw the second Top Gun last weekend, and it was so good. It was awesome. I think that it was almost better than the first one. So
I have heard this from so many people.
yeah, it's really good. It's long, but I also I think it was nice watching it in a movie theater too, because I haven't been like in the physical theater in so long. So it was a whole experience. It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which song can you listen to all day long?
I couldn't think of a specific song, but I think like some people I don't ever get tired of is Chris Stapleton and Zach Bryan. They're so good. But as far as like when I'm working though, I do always have to have something in the background, and I'm always listening to podcasts. So like The Skinny Confidential is one of them that I listen to on repeat.
I love it. I don't think I actually realized that you were a country girl.
Oh yeah, I have a lot of different genres that I listen to. But like for like chill, like all day music, I like country.
Where are you born and raised?
I'm from Denver, but I went to school in Oklahoma. I went to OU.
There it is. I was waiting for it. I was waiting for like the ranch. Yeah.
It's been 4 years in Oklahoma, so you can't take that out of me.
Yeah, no. What is the best piece of advice that you have ever been given?
My parents used to always tell me, focus on what you can control and try to release what you can't. So anytime I would be like really stressed out or anxious or just feeling overwhelmed, that really helps me kind of center in on like, okay, what are 3 things I can do right now to help the situation? And then what are things that like there's nothing I can do about? And then learning to kind of compartmentalize those 2 things. I think that's like come up a lot in my life.
I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
What was the first thing that you bought with your own money?
So I wish I could actually remember. I'm sure it was like some type of a toy, but my parents like always, growing up kind of instilled the idea of like earning your own money, like from a very young age. Like we didn't necessarily have like an allowance that we just like got. We had to do specific chores or do like a lemonade stand or something like that. So they would make us like earn our money for our shopping. So we'd be out, and if I saw something I wanted, my mom would be like, okay, well, the basement needs to be vacuumed if you want that. And then I'd have to save up. So can't remember, but yeah, something probably like stupid and small.
Yeah. That's the only reason I would have children, is so that they could do my chores.
Yeah, same. The manual labor.
What is your earliest memory?
Okay, so I think my earliest memory is me dancing. There's this place in Denver called Cherry Creek Dance. And I did that. I probably started that when I was like 4 or 5. And I specifically remember dancing there and like the dance recitals and all that. And I think that's probably my earliest memory.
I love that.
Yeah, it was cute.
What was the worst job you've ever had?
Okay, so I have very strong feelings about this. Though it was my first job and it was the worst job I've ever had. I was a swim instructor at Lifetime Fitness. And anyone who's watching this who has small children, do not send your kids to Lifetime to be taught how to swim. I had absolutely 0 credentials. I was not CPR certified. They told me that if a kid started drowning, to raise my hand and a lifeguard would come help me.
Oh my God.
It's terrible. And I took an online course, and it was like, took me like 2 or 3 weeks to take this online course. I had 1 day of in-person like verification. And then I was just put to teach small children how to swim. It was terrible. No one helped me. I was on my own. I had like 8 kids in a class. We had like these little benches that the kids would stand on, and then I would take one and like bring him from the bench to the bench. I would tell the kids like, don't jump off the bench, like you will drown. And then I'd be halfway across the pool, and like little Billy like jumps off the bench and starts drowning, and mom's screaming, and it was horrible. Terrible. So yeah, worst job. And also I don't recommend anyone bring their kids there to
take note, #parents on Slack.
Yeah.
Okay, this was awesome. Thank you so much.
Sounds good. Thank you.